Cheesy the Podcast, presented by Just Cheesy Productions.
Hi there, I'm your host Fondue.
I'm Cheesy.
In this week's episode, we're learning all about flavor. We're going to learn about the science behind cheese flavor.
Whoa.
We're going to talk about weird stuff that's flavored with cheese.
We are?
We're talking candy canes,
Ew.
chocolate, ice cream, drinks, and even toothpaste.
Ew.
And of course, we're going to tell a very cheesy joke.
I love a
Stay
joke.
tuned for episode 219, Cheese Flavored, on Just Cheesy, the podcast. You know, Cheesy, it seems like everybody and their brother is making something that has cheese flavoring.
Yeah.
And that got me to wondering, do they use real cheese when they make flavoring?
Do they?
And apparently the answer is no, not really.
Whoa.
A lot of food companies don't always use actual cheese when they're adding cheese flavor.
Why not?
Because real cheese is unpredictable.
Oh.
It can melt in the sun.
Yeah.
It often separates and spoils.
Oh.
But cheese flavorings are shelf-stable and consistent.
That's right.
Using concentrated cheese powders or flavor compounds lets them deliver that cheesy taste without the mess or unpredictability of real cheese.
Oh, yeah.
And according to ScienceDirect.com, science incoming,
Science.
flavor is most often defined as the integrated perception of olfactory, taste, and chemesthesis,
Oh, boy.
or trigeminal stimuli.
Whoa.
So let's break that down.
Yeah, please.
Cheese flavor is actually the result of three systems working together:
Okay.
smell, taste, and chemical sensation.
Whoa.
Aroma does most of the heavy lifting,
Yeah.
since hundreds of volatile chemicals are released when you smell and eat cheese.
Whoa.
The taste adds the basics like salty, sour, bitter, sweet, or umami.
And yummy.
And on top of that, this word is kicking my butt today.
Yeah, it is.
Chemesthesis contributes sensations like sharpness, bite, or pungency.
Ooh.
And this is why pinching your nose can make very different cheeses taste almost the same.
Whoa.
Way back when I was in school, we did an experiment like this.
You did?
We took an apple and an onion.
What?
And while these two things don't really taste the same normally,
No, duh.
when having your nose plugged and you're blindfolded, they're very similar to one another.
What?
Without smell and without sight, the basic sweet and sour taste and crunchy texture was enough to confuse some people.
Whoa.
It was really texture that gave it away because an onion has the different layers and an apple doesn't.
Whoa.
And from reading this article, I learned that no one compound can recreate cheese flavor on its own.
Really?
It's the interaction and balance between some major and minor components that makes each cheese taste the way it does.
It does?
There are hundreds of molecules produced mostly by bacterial metabolism as fats and proteins break down during fermentation and aging.
Whoa.
Scientists have identified hundreds of contributors like fatty acids, sulfur compounds, ketones, and peptides.
Whoa.
But it's not just one compound alone, it's the balance together.
Wow.
And this creates the flavor we recognize as cheese.
Wow.
And you're thinking to yourself, well, what kind of things are flavored like
Yeah.
cheese that don't use actual cheese? Well,
Yeah.
I've got one for you.
Really?
According to McPhee.com, there is something called a mac and cheese candy cane.
Candy cane.
I know Christmas is over, but there are all types of flavors of candy canes in this shop.
Whoa.
This place is hilarious.
Yeah.
They've got mac and cheese, of course.
Yeah.
But they also have gravy, ketchup,
What?
bacon, chicken soup, jalapeno, and possum flavor.
Holy cow.
You can buy these on their website, and they cost $9.50 for a pack.
Wow.
Archie McPhee is not a sponsor.
Nope.
But when they are, their ad will go right here. Have you ever wanted to listen to the web?
Yeah.
Well, Newsly makes that possible.
They do?
They're an all-in-one audio super app for iOS and Android.
Super app.
You can listen to trending articles on the web on topics that you choose and get them read to you in a natural human voice.
What kind of topics?
Sports,
Cheese?
tech, business, science.
Cheese?
I'm sure there's even cheese.
Yay.
They even have an entire section for podcasts.
Are we there?
Of course we are.
Ooh.
It's one of my new favorite podcast apps. They even have digital radio.
Holy cow.
Just go to www.newsly.me to download it free.
Whoa.
Or use the link in the description. If you use the promo code CHEESY,
Cheesy.
that'll get you 1 month free premium subscription.
Yay. Newsly.
Now, back to the podcast. Now, I know we just got done saying that cheese itself is a little bit unstable and a lot of things are not flavored with cheese,
Yeah.
but there are some things that are made with cheese.
Whoa.
We found out that on Wikipedia, they talk about something called queso ice cream. That's right.
What?
This is a Filipino dish.
Oh.
It's ice cream and it's prepared using cheddar cheese.
Whoa.
They say it's commonly served with scoops of ube, vanilla, and chocolate ice cream in one cone.
Yum.
It says here it's also commonly eaten as an ice cream sandwich with a bread roll, or it's made with corn kernels.
Corn.
This wouldn't be the first time we've heard about ice cream and cheese.
Yeah.
There's a popular group called Van Leeuwen Ice Cream,
Oh, yeah.
and they yearly have been putting out a Kraft mac and cheese flavored ice cream.
Whoa.
And much like the candy cane people, they've also had other flavors like Hidden Valley Ranch or
Ew.
pizza ice cream.
Okay.
We found something else in the mac and cheese world.
Yeah, we did.
It's not necessarily mac and cheese flavored,
Yeah.
but it is kind of cool. There is something called pancakerecipes.com.
Ooh.
And in it, they talk about mac and cheese pancakes.
What?
I'm not sure about these. Are they
No.
savory? Are they sweet?
Yeah.
The website says they can be made with leftover mac and cheese, and the pancakes are perfect breakfast to
Okay.
whip up after the day after you've had a mac and cheese dinner.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm on the fence with this one.
Yeah, me too.
Something that's cheese flavored-ish that I can get on board with is, of course, chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
According to WisconsinCheeseMart.com, there is a fudge that is called chocolate cheese fudge.
Ooh.
It's made by Kelly's Kitchen, and it has ingredients like locally sourced Havarti cheese,
Whoa.
decadent cocoa, they say, pure sugar, and fresh cream.
Whoa.
But this isn't the only cheese and chocolate combo.
Whoa.
According to thechocolateprofessor.com, there is something that is Parmesan, walnut, and fig chocolate.
Ooh.
There's a link in our show notes to this chocolate bar.
Okay.
They say it's a Mediterranean-inspired fusion of flavor.
Okay.
Aged 24-month Parmigiano Reggiano is paired with Turkish figs,
Ooh.
toasted California walnuts, and a hint of cherry pepper.
Okay.
It's enveloped in 62% dark chocolate. They say a savory,
Ooh.
sweet composition that surprises and delights with every bite. This thing goes for $11.
Whoa.
If you don't want chocolate and cheese,
Nope.
how about coffee?
No.
That's right. According to AtlasObscura.com, you can go to Scandinavia and get coffee enhanced with cheese.
I don't know.
I'm going to use the short name for this cheese.
Oh, good.
Justo absorbs the steaming brew, it says.
Okay.
It softens without melting like a rich, moist cheese sponge.
Ew, moist cheese sponge.
This drink starts out with a cube of the cheese placed at the bottom of a wooden mug carved out of birch burl.
Okay.
You pour the boiling coffee inside.
Okay.
They say that drinkers can spoon the softened chunks out as they sip
Sure.
or enjoy a little bit of cheese left at the bottom at the end.
Okay.
Maybe we skip the coffee and chocolate and we go
Yeah.
to something a little bit more standard, I guess.
Okay.
There's something called robertsferrygourmet.com.
Okay.
And they have cheesy cheddar almonds.
Oh, yum.
An 8-ounce pack of this costs $7.49.
Okay.
They call these a snacker's paradise.
Ooh.
And maybe you don't want a snack, but you do want cheese flavor. Well, there's something called danosseasoning.com.
Yum.
This place calls it cheesening. They say it's good on everything. They say to try it on popcorn, eggs, burgers, and veggies.
Nice.
They even mention things like pizza, pasta, shrimp, and chicken.
Ooh.
This cheesening is a rich, full-bodied Parmesan, and it combines it with savory Italian herbs like basil and oregano.
Yum.
According to cheeseprofessor.com from 2024, there are 3 cheese cocktails that you can try.
Ew.
I'm not so sure on this one. It's got 2
Yeah.
ounces of mezcal, sure.
Okay.
A 1/3 ounce of fresh goat cheese.
No.
3/4 of an ounce of homemade thyme syrup, like thyme,
What?
like the seasoning.
Really?
They're starting to lose me here. A 1/2
Yeah.
ounce of lemon juice, sure.
Okay.
1/4 ounce of anisette and 1 star anise pod. That
No.
usually tastes like
Licorice.
so I'm not sure how this thing would taste.
No.
I don't think cheese is the,
No.
the weirdest combo in this.
Nope.
Maybe you're thinking you've had beer cheese and now you want to try cheese beer.
No.
Well, according to craftbeer.com, you can.
Oh, why?
Good grief. They said their latest foray into baffling beer weirdness is, you guessed it, I didn't.
I
I didn't
didn't.
guess it.
No.
A brew made with actual Cheetos.
Oh, no.
And they said to really ramp things up, they used the spice and flamin' hot kind.
Oh.
It's called Fiery Crunch Cheesy Boys. And it tastes, oddly enough, exactly like flamin' hot Cheetos.
Sure.
They sold out that first batch back in 2020, and they said they might make it again someday. I'm
Oh.
not sure if they have, but it may be something to check out.
No.
Maybe Cheetos isn't weird enough for you. Well,
Really?
according to us.empirical.co, this spirit distillery has something called the Doritos X Empirical.
What?
It says the flavor is nacho cheese,
Sure.
corn tostada, umami, with a hint of acidity.
Oh,
They
Okay.
say it's served neat or over ice,
Neat.
in a margarita or a Bloody Mary.
Okay.
Maybe you don't want your booze to taste like cheese, but you
really.
want your cheese to taste like booze?
do?
Well, you can.
Oh.
There's something called the threedrinkers.com. They have weird cheese flavors.
Of course.
There's espresso martini,
Okay.
peach Bellini, and pina colada.
Whoa.
And let's not leave out your pets when we talk about cheese flavoring.
Oh.
On chewy.com, they have cheese-flavored toothpaste.
What?
I mean, why give your dog minty fresh breath when they can have bacon cheese breath?
Ew.
There's something called Paw Ready bacon cheese flavored enzymatic
Oh.
dog toothpaste. It costs $7.99 a tube.
Okay.
I had to laugh because they also have rotisserie chicken flavored toothpaste
Ew.
and natural London broil flavored toothpaste.
Natural.
Thankfully, it looks like this is just for pets, but I did find a few different flavors for people like chocolate chip
Ooh.
and toasted marshmallow.
I'm ready for a joke, Fondue.
Okay, why does cheese always get the final say?
I don't know.
Because it has great taste.
Oh, ha, ha,
Get
ha.
it? Great taste?
It was boring.
Oh, I know. That one was kind of boring, but it was a little bit cheesy. Thanks for listening to Just Cheesy the Podcast, episode 219, Cheese Flavored.
Thank you.
We put out a series of videos in the last few weeks to celebrate National Cheese Lovers Day. Check out our Smash or Pass Cheese Edition videos on YouTube and TikTok.
And stay cheesy, everybody.